In this video, we'll discuss about the one of the most important topic, outliers. Sometimes in interview, questions can be asked related to this topic. Right. So I will discuss those questions. I will try to explain as well as I will try to clear this concept. Right. So instead of going for the bookish definitions, what are the outliers? So let's see this data set. So I have a data set as you can see. Right. So as you can see, the second column, which is the number of calls, right? In this data set, you can see in this column, if you can see the data points, right? So whenever you see this, the fifth one, so yes, in the fifth one, it is totally different from the other data points, right? So whenever you see this kind of a data point or extreme value in your data points or data set, so these kind of value are known as outliers. Another example you can see here in this H column, you know, the age of a person, right? So in this data set, as you can see, this one, which is the 400, no, right? This 400 is totally outlier, because nobody can have age 400, at least in a real world situation scenario. So this is also a type of outliers. So outliers are basically those extreme values, as you can see here, that differ from the other data points in your data set. So these are the data points, right? These are the data points. This is the outlier, which is totally differ from the other data points. So that is how you can identify the outliers. So, right. So this is the basic concept of the outliers. Now there are two types of the outliers. The first one is the true outliers. So these two outliers are those outliers, those represent the two represent natural variations. So whenever the outliers represent the natural variations, so these kind of outliers are known as true outliers. Or you should retain this kind of outliers in your data set. You cannot remove this kind of outliers. The other type is outliers are those outliers which does not represent, or they do not represent the natural variations. So you must remove those data